Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to the Art of the Oracle. I'm delighted to read for you yet again today. So this is the end of the week where I have used a different set of tarot decks, bringing in a little bit different energy each day of the week. I thought it'd be kind of fun, so I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. If you're familiar with the original deck, this Waite tarot deck, I thought I would bring out my very first deck. This was the first deck I ever bought, and it is literally that deck, the deck that I bought so many years ago, along with I have a really great book on reading tarot. It was very interesting when I first got tarot, got it, because there was a lot of readers in my family. Not they didn't read, but they were always calling on readers. My grandmother, she was really quite intuitive, and she read the Ouija board, which there was no fear around it when I was growing up. And my mother read tarot. And then we had someone that came in regularly and read for my grandmother and my mother at times. Kind of the friend of the family. So I feel like I've been around tarot a very long time, but I bought my first deck when I was back, I guess, in my early 30s is when I bought my first deck. So yeah, that was a couple of decades ago. Yeah. Plus. So yeah, so let's dive in and see what the cards have to say. How are you guys all doing? I'd love to hear just anything about you that you'd like, that you feel drawn to share. And let's dive in right now to ask what the energy is around the collective. What do we most need to know at this time for all of you watching? Okay. This kind of what happened yesterday when I went to shuffle, literally just opened the deck, and I haven't used this deck in a very long time, but I did set it out for a little while and put my energy into it. But the sun is really illuminating something for us, and it's funny because the moon came out also. So we have 4 cards here, a beautiful 4-card reading. And it starts with the sun, and it's the full moon we're still in that full moon phase, and the sun is the illuminating of something, or the success of something, or the bettering of a situation. It's when the sun comes out, we all feel a little bit more joyful or happy, and we feel like there is more hope in the world, right? When we have these beautiful sunny days in the sunflower. And this original deck shows, this beautiful white horse. To me, that is representative of purity. And the sun, this is a really, really amazing sun. And you have like this crown around this child, right? And this is about, things being easy and happy and playful and joyful. And that's why I think that they have this young child naked on the white horse, because it's about the purity of really life and feeling like anything is possible. So I love this. This is a lot for the very first card, but that's what it feels like. It feels like as we head into this weekend that anything is possible. And then we have the 7 of Cups, which is around following our intuition and doing what we deeply feel drawn to do. And this is around choices. Like, we have choices. There's a lot of heartfelt energy here, because we also have we have the 2 of Cups, which could be around love, right? Around coming together with that divine soulmate, meeting someone, or bringing 2 different ideas together to create something anew. And that's why you have this beautiful, I don't know what this is. It kind of looks like a lion. I'm hearing seraphim, but I'm not even exactly sure what that is. But again, you have this purity that is in both of these 2 people. And the yellow cups signifying, this divine pairing. They're both sharing this joy, right? All of these cups in this Rider-Waite are yellow, showing that, it has a possibility for really beautiful things. And then we have the moon, which is in the middle of all, so we have the sun and the moon, this cosmic balancing right here, like they're communicating. And in the middle of that, it's just asking us to be aware of the choices that we have, as long as we go in and follow our intuitive self and see the beauty of things coming together, not separation, which is what we've been around so much. We literally have the opposites, right? The sun and the moon are on either side of us in the here on planet Earth, right? They're sometimes, yeah, that they are the reason why we see the full moon is because the sun is here and the moon is here, and we can see it fully illuminated, right? When it goes around the other way, then we have, the shadowing of the moon, right? But now we're literally, the moon is being illuminated right now to show us something. But the moon also speaks of things that are a little bit mysterious, a little bit unseen. And it's almost like the father and the mother energy is the word that I'm hearing is that it's like shielding us, so we have an opportunity to be able to look at the things we need to look at, to make choices, thoughtful choices, and to come together with the things that really make sense with us, come together with the things that we wanted. Yesterday's reading was around, being able to have the things that we wish for, have the things that we really want in our world. And what does that look like? We have to have an idea of what it looks like. If we can't see it in our own mind and believe it in our own heart space, then how can it be? It's like we are literally the creators of the world around us and the life that we have. So this feels like a very magical moment right now in this reading as we go into the weekend. Be aware of connections. That's what I'm hearing here. Be aware of connections. Be aware of the choices that we're making, the words that we're saying, the way that we're communicating with others, what we're bringing into our world, how we're interacting. And every single day, every single minute is a choice point for us on how we move about our life. And we are being supported by the cosmos. We're being supported by Father Sun and Mother Moon. Both of these things are here in divine pairing to show us that we have what we need. It's just asking us to make the connection between the head and the heart and really, really feel into the things, so that we go forward with this deep knowing. And if you think about it, it's all very yellow, but if you think about it, we have, we could feel like, one is dark and one is light, right? That we have like polar opposites. We have darkness and light. But darkness is only another perspective, because there is a lot of light within the dark, right? And I know that sounds opposing to what you might think, but just because it has like the complexity of what it feels like the opposite of something doesn't mean that the other thing isn't present. And that could also be what this coming together is, that there is light and darkness, and there is darkness and light. There are different levels and varying things in all of life. There is, the earth, the elements of the earth are held within our body. And even though, it's underneath the ground and we don't see it, or it's inside our body, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist within us. And I think that that's part of, I know that's going a little bit deeper than I expected, but that's part of what this is that we are all one. We are all the same. We all have both good and bad, light and dark. We have all of these elements within us. But how do we choose to express ourselves, and what is it that we choose to experience, and what are we choosing on a day-to-day? Are we choosing fear? Are we choosing love? Are we choosing conflict and separation, or are we choosing just to see that even though we're different, we have similarities as well, and that we have an opportunity to come together in every every way here on this planet. And I think that that's what we're leaning into. That's what the new earth is that everyone's talking about, is the ability to see our connections more than we see the reason for our differences and our separations. And we see that we are really all the same. It's just that we're all looking at things in a different way, and we have a different perspective and a different learning and a different awareness and all those things. So thank you so much for being here at the Art of the Oracle. My name is Virginia. If you're interested in a private reading, then please reach out to the link below and send me an email. Let me know. We'll talk about schedule, and then I'll send you a Zoom link, and we will get together, and you can ask any questions that you might have, anything that you have concerning your life right now. So until next time, I hope you have a really beautiful weekend. Thank you. Bye now.